This is the MP Concepts deck lid panel in a carbon fiber print, and it is available for all 2015 through 2023 Mustangs. Now, this panel would be an excellent choice for the S550 owners out there looking to freshen up or clean up a stock deck lid panel, and at the same time would also like to add some of that carbon fiber appearance off right around the low $100 price point. Big features here will be the fact that you are getting that carbon fiber styling, but on a budget. Now, that's because this panel does feature what is called a carbon fiber hydro dip that does give off a very realistic look of carbon fiber, but for a fraction of the cost of the real deal. Now, this is great again if you are looking to maybe complement other carbon fiber parts on your ride, in addition to just kind of giving you that fresh, updated look. Now, another big feature here I dig with the MP Concepts part is that it is a complete factory replacement and not just a stick-on part. Now, nothing against those stick-on options, as they are going to be easier to install at the end of the day, but in my opinion, they don't give off as clean of a look as a complete replacement such as this. And because of that, this will sit nice and flush with the taillight panel on the rear end. Final feature here for you guys, again, will be that very low price point of the MP Concepts part. Again, kind of hovering around that $100 mark. Now, moving into construction, and again, this part does feature a very lightweight injection molded polycarbonate material, but it is built to OE specifications and dimensions. Now, from there, this panel is given that carbon fiber appearance thanks to that hydro dipping process that we mentioned earlier. Another cool thing that I really dig here about this panel is that it is nice and flat, basically this part right here, and that does make this an easy target for adding maybe a badge of your choice or any additional customization that you might have had in mind. Now, again, this panel is a no drill part and does install just like the factory option. We'll show you more on that install here in a little bit. Also worth mentioning, guys, is the fact that the deck lid panel does have the camera hole already molded in for you there, which will help you retain the use of that backup camera on your ride. Now, moving into price point here briefly, guys. Again, we mentioned this already, but coming in right around $100, give or take, the MP Concepts panel will be amongst some of the more affordable options here on the site for your S550 at home, coming in about 100 or so less than the other options that do feature a real carbon fiber build. Not a lot of weight savings to be had here, guys. Again, being the fact that this part is pretty lightweight ABS plastic to begin with. You know, the benefit of going with a real carbon fiber piece is simply going to be for bragging rights, as this will really deliver that very similar build and appearance, but for a very low price point. All right, lastly, let's get into our installation, and the site's gonna call this a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking about 30 minutes or so to remove the stocker and get this part in place from start to finish. But now, give you a better idea of how this one comes together, let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
For this install, you need a ratchet, a 7 and 5.5 millimeter socket, pliers, a pick, and a trim panel removal tool. All right, today we're gonna be putting a rear deck lid panel on our Mustang. So let's get started. Now we're gonna open up our trunk lid. You're gonna see 2 holes on either side. Now in there should be 7 millimeter bolts. Ours have been replaced with Phillips head screws. So we're just gonna grab our the Phillips head screwdriver. I have a bit here. Take those 2 screws out. All right, and you go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna come to the outside of our trim panel now. We're gonna grab our trim panel removal tool, start on one edge here, just work our way across. Now that we have that release, we're just gonna unplug our camera. It's gonna be pretty hard to show. I'll show you when we get it unplugged. So you're just gonna, on the tab here, just push down on this connector right there and it will release. So now we got our factory panel off. We see swap over our mounting clips and our camera. We're gonna start with our camera, grab a ratchet and a 5.5 millimeter socket and take these 2 bolts out. And pull our whole camera out with our bolts and set that aside. Now we're gonna remove our 4 clips up top and then our 4 down on the side here. Those are gonna grab a pick and just pry them up and off. Take your rubber grommets too. Go get that one. Now we just have our 4 mounting clips for our screws. We're gonna do the same thing, just grab a pick and pull them out. Now we can swap all of this over to our new panel. So we're gonna start with our mounting clips for our bolts. They just pop into place if you need to. Grab a pair of needle nose pliers, just squeeze them together just a little bit, just to make it a little bit easier. Just pop those in place. Then we have our 4 clips in our camera. We'll install our clips now. Make sure you have your grommet. As you can see, we're missing one. These just simply push over. We're gonna get our camera, put that in place, and reinstall our 2 screws. Get them both started. Grab our ratchet and 5.5mm socket and tighten them down. Now we can get this installed back in the car. So we're gonna get our panel into place. First we're gonna plug in our camera, and then we're gonna line all of our tabs. We have 2 down here that line up with these, and then all of our clips will get pushed in up top here. Just snap that in place. Line everything up at the same time. Give that a tap. Lastly, we just have our 2 bolts on either side. Now remember, you would have your 7mm bolts. So grab your ratchet and 7mm socket. We have our Phillips head screws though. Line them up. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And that wraps up our install of our MP Concepts deck lid panel carbon fiber print for a 2015 to 2023 Mustang. And remember, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.